The Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has reacted to the Nigerian soldiers who claim that they have captured a factory where ESN is producing drones. And this reaction from the Prime Minister has really yielded a big shake in the military camp because they are surprised that he could get hold of such news. Nigerian Army says troops busted alleged ESN drones production factory in Delta, killed 2, arrested 6 suspects. Obviously, any crime that happens in the southeast, south now is by the ESN. That popular saying that goes, calling dog a bad name before you kill it, so that when a passerby that wants to save it hears the name you call the dog, they will equally help you in killing the dog. And in his reaction, he said, fighting on pages of newspaper. That's the truth. We have a lot of. I saw a video yesterday and I wanted to shed tears. God, at this level, Onwa Wolozife. On photo is a shame. You heard me correctly, it's a shame. Big shame. Very big shame. And if I'm not mistaken, let me prolong this defect. So, number one is that ESN is invisible. No matter how Nnamdi Kanu is no longer in the picture, the person who trained ESN is not Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, they may have received some orientation and some teachings from Nnamdi Kanu, but the real trainees of ESN is not Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu was in exile when ESN was formed. Boys who were willing to fight for their nation, boys who were willing to defend their lands, so that their children will have a place they will call home. So when the military come out and tell you that they got a factory production where ESN are doing drones, what are the pictures? What if these people were miners, people who are stealing oil from Delta people? You can't even bring their pictures so that people will confirm and know what's up. And this is where the story begins. You see, along the line, people have been labeled IPOB. I am not even an IPOB member. Me that have been broadcasting for years. I don't know anything that is going on in the Biafran struggle. I have never joined any meeting that has to do with Biafra. My own is I see news and I search news that are in the street of Biafra and I bring it to the social media so that Biafrans will understand. Because we are all fighters. We are fighting for one thing. I don't belong to IPOB. I don't belong to Autopilot. I don't belong to any group that restores Biafra. My own is I am a journalist. I do both Nigerian and international news. So let's get this thing correctly. People have been labeled IPOB or they said they are ESN because maybe the government demanded something from them and they couldn't provide it. Therefore, calling a dog a name and killing it. But I love what Simon Ekpa said. He said fighting on pages of a newspaper is a shame. These people cannot stop the coming of Biafra. They cannot. All they're gonna do is to continue to make anonymous noise, produce frequent noise, but Biafrans will continue to excel. And this is the victory that most of them cannot get. We are winning, and we're winning at all costs. The Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has reacted to the immediate arrest of the 2 former governors who plot to arrest him or kidnap him the way they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. He has reacted after hearing the news by the Finnish press reaching out to him that they have captured 2 very pronounced senators who were trying to escape Finland borders to Europe, where they have their safe haven. Of course, this is Simon Ekpa's reaction. He laughed and said, "You people don't know that I am the best friend of the president." Hey, We all mean when somebody said that they are the best friend of the president. You see, one may think that this is an arrangement, or one may think that we don't understand the notations of where we march, the steps we take, and the things we do. But I just want to say this with due respect, please. Ijo one nigga jojo segimba, okay? Makana gini onye ọbụla na-azọdo ụkwụ ma ụkwụ zodo sikwa ike. Anyị na-ezi ozi ọma wee fụkwanụ na the whole notation of trying to stop anybody who is the Biafran leader is because they know that if this person continues, he will enter that position where it will affect them, ironically. So, but let's wave this thing aside. Our victory demands that we must be victorious at all costs. Everything that needs us to be at the top must be mentioned. Let me say this thing and let me say it very clearly. Our freedom lies on everything that makes sense. And we will keep pushing. You see, they keep laughing at us and say, when will people achieve Biafra? How many years now? Biafra is now 70 years. Everybody is shouting. Don't worry. A nation like Biafra cannot be achieved easily. I want you to understand is that a nation like Biafra cannot be achieved easily. It has to take time. If we just go to United Nations and just talk and discuss and they give us Biafra, this is Africa. If it's Europe, they would have just granted them. But when Biafra finally comes, ọbụrụ onye Igbo mpa gị, ọbụrụ onye Igbo mma gị, ị ga-eje DNA test amana ndị bụ na ndị afọ nja. Nnamdi Kafa this man, Nnamdi Azikiwe, yes. If you have any relation to do with betrayers, backstabbers, people who will sell their brothers, you are not allowed into Biafran land with you and your generation. So for some of you who trade on let Nigeria be one, so that this thing Biafra will be free. It's a thing of must. Yes, it's a thing of must that Biafra must be free. We didn't come to take permission from any of your fathers, from any of your mothers. We didn't come to take permission from that. And this is just the beginning. That our freedom will not be given to us by the whites or by anybody. It is us who will keep fighting to get this Biafra. So the problem is that on our doing says okay, what if somebody is not fighting for it? For 50 years we didn't hear anybody talk about Biafra until the rise of Nnamdi Kanu. What if nobody is fighting for it and the next day they say they are extorting money from us? Okay. This one is happening. But let me be very honest with you guys. Our freedom must not be taken for granted. And truth be told, everything, every message, every news must be spread in accordance.